Hola! How are you, Sunliners? So I see one person has joined us. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. One person has left. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I'm just going to finish shuffling these cards, getting into the right vibrational energy. I don't know how many of you are actually going to be able to get on this, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to apologize. Earlier today, I did post a thank you for having reached over 1,000 subscribers on here. Again, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and I don't know what I would be doing right now, or, what I even was doing before I started doing this, because I've just found so much joy in doing so. That being said, let's get started. So I'm just going to do a brief collective reading for the day. If anyone hops on, then I will do a quick personal reading for you. Hopefully someone pops up so I'm able to do more than just shuffle collectively. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't work out. But it is what it is. So I see someone's on here. Hi, how are you? Is my chat not on? Be sure to message me what it is that you want to see. So I see someone coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Would you like a personal reading, whomever's on? I don't know if my chat is disabled or what. Good morning, Daisy. Awesome. You will reunite with your twin flame. Awesome, Daisy. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will happily do a personal reading for you right now. Yes. Good morning to you, Daisy. I like your name, Daisy. So pretty. I had a coworker whose name was Daisy once. She was cool. Alrighty, Daisy. So, what is your zodiac sign, and what is the zodiac sign of your twin flame? If you could please just let me know, that would be fantastic. And I'll open up the brand new Rebel Oracle deck that was given to me. I'm a Sag and he's a Cancer. Oh my goodness gracious, girly. I feel like I'm about to have a personal reading for myself. I too have been dealing with a Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancers. They be savages, man. Or in Spanish we say salvajes. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Cancers are actually really, really sweet. Cancers are awesome. So, twin flame. Wow, that's intense. Yes. All right, so I'm using the Rebel Oracle deck, and I'm going to forewarn you right now. It is very explicit in its language, so I apologize in advance. I don't know if you're offended at all by offensive language. I've used offensive language on my other readings, so I don't think that you would be, or you wouldn't be here. But let's take a look. All right, Daisy. So, not at all. All right, let's take a look. All right, so let's take a see. What is the energy for Daisy? Current Sag watching at the moment with her Cancer. You know what's funny? You're dealing with a Cancer. Guess what came up? Chariot reverse, Cancer card. All right, you definitely have them in your energy field. I can't. You didn't have to tell me they were Cancer. I would have already figured it out. That's cool. All right, well, let's see. Let's see. And their energy. What is going on for the person that comes up all the time? Oh yeah, it surely does. We're all trying to move forward in love, so it's bound to happen. All right, so for the person that Daisy is resonating with, for the Cancer twin flame that Daisy is resonating with, please give us the messages. What are the messages for Daisy, fellow Sagittarius watching with her twin flame Cancer partner, significant other, her twin flame is a Cancer. They don't want to talk, Daisy. Have they been ignoring you lately? Like, did you extend out to them recently and then they just, like, somewhat extended and then just completely let you out? Hi, Miriam. How are you? What about money? Yes, a month ago. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hermit mode also came up reversed for them, so it seems like they're still kind of in that stage where they really just don't want to have to open up to these emotions because it might be too much for them is what I'm picking up so far. But all right, Miriam, you're next, girly. Let me just finish for Daisy and we'll get your answers. He's going through some things. Okay, well, yeah, life gets tough. All right. Oh, it's fast. Okay. So, Daisy, what I'm going to do is let me pull out the Rebel cards as well, just for more direct clarification. Okay, yeah, he's definitely going through things. It's dark and he can't see a fucking thing. Ah. All right. I mean, for you too, I mean, he's kind of left you in the dark. Ah. Oh, okay. I'm only pulling up the ones that came up right. Alrighty. So I'm going to leave these two over here. These will be your general energies, and then we'll work with what we have. Alright, so Daisy, what I see for you, you have 5 of Swords reversed, followed by the Hermit card reversed in your energy, right? So, they pulled up as the 5 of Swords. Also, the reversal card for me, because it's in the shadow stage of the vice versa deck. I'll get closer so you can see. So, 5 of 6, you guys abandoned that love connection. You abandoned that communication, abandoned each other, basically. So if you guys were steadily talking with each other, I know you said about a month ago is when you kind of stopped. That's probably roughly when his emotions just kind of were taking too much of a toll on his personal life and he wasn't able to focus on his actual responsibilities in his life outside of you. So all of these swords represent burdens, you know, can be financial burdens. Perhaps maybe he's dealing with something, financially speaking. If he's someone of importance, like in a business aspect, then he's dealing with some type of theft or robbery or almost like I don't know why I want to say like identity crises is what I'm picking up for that, for whatever reason. So that being said, for you though, when he went full on hermit mode for you, I mean, that really hurt you because guess what? You're over here ready to extend your full expression of love towards him. And you feel the intensity of the connection. If it's a twin flame, you know, you feel everything. You feel their emotions, you feel their thoughts. If they feel pain, then you'll sometimes feel pain. Like if they get headaches randomly, like migraines, you might out of the blue start feeling like a crowning pain. And that's because that twin flame connection is so strong, it pulls you in regardless of distance, regardless of lack of communication. It doesn't matter. You guys just have such a strong union. And if you guys have already met, then this means that that union has already been amplified. So right now, what we're dealing with is, again, the first card that came out for the Rebel deck was, it's dark and he can't see a fucking thing. He's a business owner. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So something in his business is going reary when it comes to finances. Someone left him in the dark. So it could be that maybe, I'll use this as an example because I work in retail. So I can kind of relate. So we get a lot of people who come in with like fraud, you know, fraud clients coming in with fake IDs, coming in with fake money, coming in with different instances like that. So what I'm saying is that he had some type of fake instance. So maybe someone came in with a fake product trying to sell it to him, or maybe someone came in with fake goods and try to pay with like a stolen credit card or something like that. And so they kind of just had to deal with that. It's almost like a legal aspect. So there was a legal aspect that came in, and that's kind of why he had to go full on hermit mode, cut you out, even though he feels the strong sense of emotion towards you because you too feel it. I mean, keep in mind, this is a twin flame connection. So whatever you feel, he feels too. Whatever you think, for the most part, you know, if you can intuitively say, okay, out of nowhere, he comes in my mind, it's probably more than likely because he was thinking about you too. So basically just saying, you know, don't take this negatively, all right? Don't take it in a dark sense, all right? Take it in, you know, he has his pentacles, he has to manage, you know? That's probably one of the things you like about him too, Daisy. I mean, the fact that he's able to, you know, kind of keep his own stance, keep his own ground, be able to produce something for himself, you know. He's a producer. He's not someone who's just slaving away at a warehouse for 12 hours, you know, making minimum wage. No, he's producing something and receiving an income from it. So he has set in stone a type of okay, so he's a lawyer. All right, so that would be the legal issues. Hi Micah, how are you? Welcome. And I saw you too, Norton. Welcome. But yeah, so that being said, I mean, for you, you really, really, really want to see this manifest. You really, really, really just want him to just, you know, basically get his head out of his ass, wake the fuck up to the realization that you guys are meant to be together. You guys are gonna be together. It's a twin flame connection. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's really holding him back is his doubts. He's a Page of Cups reversed. And for him, even though he acknowledges that, yes, you are magnificent, yes, you guys have a strong connection, he's unable to stand firm in his power. He's unable to acknowledge the positive attributes of how this connection could manifest together. For him and for you, both of you are heartbroken in the situation. Both of you have had to put family first, have had to put professional life first before this connection. For whatever reason, you guys just have not been able. Yeah, he's very focused and driven. It makes sense. It's a business owner. Probably works like 16-hour days. Like, the only reason he gets up in the morning and is able to produce all day is probably because he has to drink like 2 or 3 of those 5-hour energy drinks and barely sleeps, you know? So yeah, the productivity there is preventing him from seeing the stability in what you guys could have together. Right now, I wouldn't say more important, but right now his priorities are standing and making sure that his business stands in place. For you, you see him as, you know, your cup of love. You see him and you go, wow, you know, you're the thing that I want to manifest. You're the thing I want to put my all into. You're the thing that I want to really stay strong and level-headed about. And for him, what he sees his business as that. It's almost like a baby. Think about it like that. Like, if you have children in your life, this is his baby. Okay? So Page reverse could also represent that he sees his business as, you know, perhaps to you, this is such a like drastic thing. Like, you want it now, and it's really hard to almost be, I don't want to say possessive, but almost be not thinking about it. So it's almost like you have sleepless nights. It's almost like you'll go days possibly trying not to think about him, and it still comes up. Like, something comes in your mind, something comes in your life, some type of synchronicity happens. Like, if you have a Samsung phone or iPhone, or like on Facebook, like memories pops up, and the next thing you know, you're like, that was the day I hung out with him, or that was the day we had an awesome date together, or that was that one time we had that moment. So like, different things pop up in your life that prevents you from being able to shut this down. For him, he's feeling the same thing, but not for you, but for his baby. So even though the emotions are there, even though the thoughts are similar, he has mastered producing for himself. So when you have an emotional outburst, when you have something that kind of kicks in and you're like, oh, I can't think about him, he has a child. Okay. That could be the baby too. So that's another thing. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm a mom, and I had someone in my not so recent past that I unfortunately had to say goodbye to because they were unable to open up fully love wise with my son, but they were happily content with opening up love wise with me. So that could be another thing that's kicking in here. So for him, I'm seeing shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. So if you guys have had an up and down road, if you guys have had betrayals in the past, or if like for the sake of not being burdened by this connection in the past, maybe you moved on with someone else just because they were willing to give you the time of day, then that was something that they took very strongly. I mean, keep in mind, Cancers, it's almost like walking on eggshells with a Cancer, because you do the smallest thing not to their level or not to what they would expect to be the best way to communicate with them, and they'll go again full on hermit mode and not talk to you for months on end, or open up your messages and then just read them and then just not respond, or block you on Facebook Messenger so you can message them but they can still read messages, different things like that. So whatever happened, in the past, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on your end, it could be on their end too. Maybe perhaps this connection required so much movement and changing their stability and changing their routine and changing what they're used to. So what I mean by this is, you said he's a lawyer. So for instance, if what he's used to is, he wakes up in the morning, he wakes up super early, takes care of his child. The baby's mom was horrible to him. I'm sorry. That's more than likely what it is. He's unable to let go of his past. I mean, Cancers, when they hold on to someone with those claws, they hold on tight, girly. I mean, they don't let go. If you've ever been snatched by like a crab, I grew up in Maryland, so like that's a thing. I don't know. Anyways, if you've ever been snipped by a crab, those suckers do not let go. I'm sorry, they just don't let go. And it doesn't matter how badly you treat a person, doesn't matter how up and down of much of a roller coaster the connection can be, they still, as awful as connection might be, they still hold that one teeny 0.0001%. What had him out of my life? I was going through a terrible divorce. Whew. They want to hold on to the belief that it's going to work out in the end. So for you, you said you're telling him bye. Okay. You told him bye because he was going through a terrible divorce. That hurt him. But in reality, you didn't really want to say bye to him. As much as it hurts you that he was going through a terrible divorce and you wanted to kind of almost like be the bigger person. I mean, one, he has a kid. Two, he's just getting out of marriage. That's a pretty big, intense thing there. So it's almost like you wanted to be the bigger person here, and as much as it hurts you, as much as it pains you, and you keep reflecting and reminiscing on all the good times and the good moments that you've had with them, you still knew that it was going to be in their best interest to turn the other cheek, ignore the love, ignore the fruition that you guys could have together, and just kind of take what you've learned from them. These could be lessons, moments of stability that you did have with him, but lessons, and take those lessons with you and use them for your own power, use them for your own manifestation. So this person being, a business owner, having his own firm, having his own negotiations, probably taught you a thing or two on either sales or just life in general. You guys were able to have these really deep, intense, emotional conversations that you weren't really able to have with anyone else. I mean, as a Sagittarius, I can understand. Sometimes we'll meet a for instance, right? And then we ask them, like, what's the craziest thing you've ever done in your entire life? And they look at us like, whoa, like, you're whoa, like, whoa dang, like, you're straight up just asking me that, like, up front. I don't even know you. Like, I just know your name. Like, why would I reveal that to you? But, like, with this person, you ask them, and they tell you, and not only do they tell you everything, they tell you the exact details like a Cancer would remember. And so, for you, it's really hard to enjoy the lessons and enjoy the blessings that this person brought into your life so that you could better yourself, because it's almost like you see them, you see where they're at, and you know that in order to be together, you guys have to be kind of in a similar situation, kind of in a similar like playing field, right? And so they're almost become not only just your twin flame, but also your inspiration, so that you can better yourself, better your situation financially, spiritually, personally, so that when this relationship does come to the point of reunion, it is going to be equal. It's going to be equal give and take. So I do see him admiring you, admiring the moments that you guys have had. Now, when it comes to you guys actually being together, this is what I'm going to use the Rebel Oracle for. It does say, stop talking, shut your mouth, and listen. So basically, just self-reflect. Try to figure out for yourself through what he has said to you in the past, you know? Don't try to figure out so much for your own self, like, don't do that Saggy thing that we do where we're just kind of like, oh, I already know what you're going to say. I already know what you mean. Don't even finish that sentence because I already know. Like, yes, but sometimes in the aggressiveness of us being so blunt and honest and being like, I already know what you're going to say, we sometimes miss one or two key phrases, one or two words that are necessary for us to understand the message to its full completion. So if you have text messages that maybe you've saved, go through them, write down, or just take little notes and try to figure out for yourself, if you were in their position speaking these words to you, how would that feel? What would that be like? Okay, try to look at it from their position. Over here, stop obsessing. You're not the fucking center of the universe. So again, I totally understand this card. Like, this card is me, my life, my motto, probably. Especially with Scorpio and me. But like, what I mean by this is just keep in mind that even though this isn't working out right now, it doesn't mean it won't work out in the future. I do see them thinking about you very dearly, very nicely, like they want to extend to you, but so many circumstances at the moment are preventing you from being together. That doesn't mean, you know, that 10, 20 years down the road, it won't happen. Sometimes things have to come slowly but steadily. And over here, love. Give some, get some, it will cheer your ass up. So understand that there's many different forms of love. We have romantic love, self-love, professional love, love for our friends, love for our family members, you know. We have an ocean amount of love that we can give and we can get. And right now, what I need you to do, Daisy, is focus on self-love. Focus on you. Be a little selfish, okay? It's okay. It's okay to be a little selfish, because I think that right now what you've been doing is you've been overextending yourself for others, leaving yourself dry of emotion. And in the process of you trying to help others, yes, you've done good, and yes, you've been really wonderful with it, but it's also been draining on you and on your energy. And it's almost like, I always like to use the analogy of when you're on a plane, right, about to go out somewhere. In a state of emergency, what do the flight attendants always tell you? They tell you to put your own mask on before you put them on anyone else. Because if you run out of oxygen, then you're not going to be any help to anyone around you. So take this moment, take this time to really heal yourself so that when the moment is right, it will be the most amazing reunion. The reunion that you have, it's going to be better than even anything that you have dreamt of. This person is gonna bring those fireworks into your life in a very different way. That's what I'm getting in a very different way, whatever that means for you. All right. Well, that was intense, Daisy. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. All right. So after Daisy, I believe was someone said something about money. Someone wanted to know about money. Can you put something in the chat for me? You're so welcome, Daisy. Thank you so much for asking. Miriam, thank you. Okay, Miriam. So you want to know about your pentacles. You want to know where your money's at. Like, I've been trying to manifest this. I'm trying to go on vacation. I'm tired of working all these long hours and have nothing to show for it. I got you, girly. No worries. No worries, no worries, no worries. And you know what's beautiful right now is we still have Jupiter's in Sagittarius. The moon just went, I want to say detriment. Okay, so we're about to have the full moon in Gemini. So right now, if you want to manifest money and stability, now's the time to do it, girl. I would take full advantage of the power of Jupiter while we have it. If David will communicate soon. Okay, someone just messaged something about if David will communicate soon. I will try to make these a little quicker. Sorry, Daisy. You were the first, so I went ahead and just kind of took my sweet old time. But I'm going to speed these up a little bit. All right, so Miriam, we want to know about your pentacles. Thank you so much, Bobo. Okay. Miriam, I forgot to ask you, what's your zodiac sign? Before I get into this. Do you have Leo in your chart, Miriam? All right. I don't know if my connection is just terrible or if it's just lagging, but I'll go ahead and get started anyways. All right, Miriam. So your pentacles, where is the financial stability? Miriam, I am a Leo moon. Okay, that makes sense. For anyone, I know someone was asking me once how I knew things, and I was just like, a thought comes in my head and I just speak it. It's called intuition. We all have it. We're all psychic, guys. I'm not the only one who can do this. You guys could be doing this just as easily as I am at the moment. Just don't psych yourself out. All right, anyways, Miriam, let's take a look. So, Miriam, Leo moon, Miriam. Where are your pentacles? Alrighty. Miriam, I feel like you're really trying to make a lot of big purchases here in the future. Like, you pretty much have almost like a Christmas list of things that you want to get. Like, it's pretty long. I like it. I like it. Please keep adding to your list. Please add to your list, girly, because the more you ask for, the more, as long as you ask positively and you actually like set a plan out for yourself and you take little by little actions throughout the day, then yeah, I mean, how could it not manifest? You're literally training your brain at that point to create whatever it is, to literally train itself so that it can find situations and master new habits and new traits that will bring success into your life. So I know you're talking about your pentacles. I know you want to know about your stability. And right now, Miriam, this one, is this the stone you're talking about? This is super slice. What is super slice? It's a slice of Super 7. So it's actually 7 different crystals in one. It's amethyst, tourmaline, I believe. I can't remember at the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm shuffling. But yeah, look it up, Super 7. It's awesome. My best friend's brother made me this necklace. And this tree, he's amazing. Unakite and rose quartz. Anyways, all right, so Miriam, for you, your pentacles, let's take a look at where your money's at. All right, so it looks like right now, this is what you're picturing. This is what you're daydreaming about. You're daydreaming about being that happy-go-lucky, almost like that king status, where, you know how like most kings have that round belly, almost like Santa Claus? Why do they have a round belly? Because they have everything. They have access to all the goodness in the world. They have access to the best foods. They have access to the best entertainment. They have access to everything. So they don't really have the need to get up and clean because they got people to do that. They don't really have the need to get up and cook their own food because they got chefs to do that. So all they really have to do is sit around, be lazy, happy, eat all the time, enjoy, be merry, and that's it. This is what you want. This is what you're trying to manifest. You want to have the stability of a king or a queen. Wheel of Fortune reversed, followed by the Moon card. So in order for you to make this happen for yourself, right, you need to ensure that you have a specific number in mind. Yes, you know that you have a certain amount you need to have at the end of the month to pay your bills. But what amount is going to give you the lifestyle that you want, Miriam? Okay? If the lifestyle that you want for a king or a queen is, $100,000 a year, then you need to get clear on what that exact number is. Remember before how I said you kind of have like a list playing in your head going on, like, I want to get this, I need to buy this, I need to change that out, my heater just crapped out on me, or my car's in the shop, or my bed frame is old as crap and I need to go change it out. Whatever it is that you want to buy, you can buy it, but first you need to get clear on how much you want to bring into your life. Because the World card here, sorry, I don't know why I said a Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Keeps wanting to say Wheel of Fortune. The World card here, meaning that the universe does want to send you these gifts. They do want to send you that fruition. They want to send you what it is that you've been asking for. But in order for you to be fully in your power to manifest it, you have to communicate to yourself, Queen of Wands. You have to talk to yourself and figure out, if I have A, B, and C that has to be paid by the end of the month, then that means I need to make $5,000 in a month. Okay, $5,000 is your goal. Awesome. Now that I know that $5,000 is my goal, what you need to train yourself, all right? Take on new opportunities. Right here, this is the Eight of Cups reversed. New opportunities are going to come to you so long as you stay clear on what it is that you want. So what do I mean? In the past, again, this is coming twice to me. This is almost representing the Moon card twice. So it's almost like you're going to have some type of job opportunity, or you probably already have the opportunity to go out and find a new position or a new job. But it's almost like you've been holding yourself back. You've been telling yourself, you know what? I'm really comfortable where I am. I don't really need to go out and get a job. But yet you want to manifest more finances in your life. So what do you mean you don't need a new job? What do you mean you don't need that extra side hustle that's going to bring that extra fruition for you in a month? You can make it happen for yourself. The opportunities will come to you, Miriam. I mean, it is possible. I am seeing it in the cards that, yes, you can have as much money and as much finances as you want so that you can be stable. But how are you going to get to a stable mindset? How are you going to manifest if you're constantly doubting yourself when the opportunity comes to you? So if in the past someone came up to you and said, hey, I have this job, as a translator, I want you to come help me out. I want you to, it's at a hospital. All you have to do is just translate for the nurses and the doctors. Well, guess what? You said no to that. You said no to that because you didn't think that it was going to be steady work. Okay, it's not steady work, but it is still work. Your girlfriend hits you up, your sister-in-law hits you up. Hey, I really need someone to babysit, little Mateo, but, my regular babysitter won't babysit him because he's sick. Any chance you will? And guess what? You didn't pick up the phone in time, or you ignored it. That was an opportunity that you could have taken. So something that I always like to think of, if I see a penny on the ground, you know how they say that pennies that are like sunny, like heads up, are lucky? I think any penny is lucky, whether it's heads up or whether it's heads down, doesn't matter. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you go to the supermarket, if you want to buy yourself a new shirt, a new blouse, and you have, $9.99, but the blouse costs $10 after tax, you think they're going to let you walk out with that shirt? Some may. I'm not going to lie. I've had it happen. I didn't have the change, and the cashier was like, you know what, I got it. I'll take care of it. But for the most part, realistically speaking, no. All it takes is one penny to keep you from getting what it is that you want, from purchasing what it is that you want. And so if you look at it from that mentality, Miriam, opportunities are going to come towards you. And it seems like you've kind of gone hermit mode with it. Like you have this fruition back here, but you're ignoring it. You're ignoring the ability for you to make extra money in circumstances that perhaps you would have never accepted. It's almost like you say, well, I want to make money. I want to make more money. I want to be more stable, but I don't want to have to lower myself in a position in order to get that financial stability that I want. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I totally get it. I get it. I get not wanting to stoop down to page level when you're so used to being the star card, when you're so used to having things kind of, I wouldn't say come easily, but almost come naturally for you, that you're able to get into a position maybe a little quicker than your coworkers. Maybe you've been promoted quicker than your coworkers. And for you to have to basically get to a lower position for that stability, you want to get a higher position for that stability. Okay, you can manifest that too, Daisy. But at the end of the day, I talked about this a little bit in the 11/11 video, all right? The 11/11 video, I talked about how, time is constantly passing by, right? And because time is passing by at all times, it never stops, It is ongoing at all times. It is never ending. So because of that, understand that a lot of us, sometimes we say to ourselves, I'm going to wait for the perfect job. I'm going to wait for the perfect moment. I'm going to wait for my perfect person. And then I'll shoot my shot. Then I'll try. Then I'll reach for it. Then I'll reach for my 10 of cups. Then I'll reach for my pentacles, my stability. But if little opportunities are showing up to you now, why wait? You don't want to have to wait to go out there and buy your new shirt, buy your new bed, get another car. No. Stop waiting. Create the perfect moment for yourself. Don't sit around saying, I'm going to wait until the perfect moment shows up, and then I'll go, and then I'll try, and then I'll do it. Create it now. We all have 24 hours in a day. But the difference between people who are successful and stable and diligent is because they realized from the beginning that it wasn't going to be easy, that it was going to be really, really hard, that it was going to be a lot of dirty work, that they're going to have to put forth their effort, put forth their years. And guess what? This is your chance. This is your moment. You want money? You want stability? Fine. The universe is going to send you opportunities. But you, my dear, need to make sure that you're accepting of them. Be accepting of the blessings that they are sending you. Don't deny it. Don't turn the other cheek saying, oh, this isn't the job I wanted. This isn't the one that I wanted. No. You ask for blessings. You ask for more opportunities. They're giving it to you. That's the other thing too. We get what we need, not what we want. If you guys have ever watched Sal from Eat, Read, Love Tarot, I love Sal. Anyways, one time he said this and it cracked me up, and I'm going to say it to you, Daisy. The universe is not a drive-through. We can't just show up and be like, oh, I want the Big Mac order, please, with all toppings, extra fries, large Coke, everything, and all of that, supersize it, please, just supersize it. The universe is going to send you what you need, not what you want. But if you stay diligent and you prove yourself, you will manifest all of the riches that you want, but it will come through hard work. It will come through sweat. It will come through, I want to say suffering, but, you know, giving a little bit more of yourself, giving a little more of your energy into it, okay? Let me pull a couple of these Rebel Oracle decks for you too. Woo! Okay. All right, remember how I talked about where's your 24 hours going to? Guess what? Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Put the fucking phone down. Again, we all have 24 hours in a day. Some people are productive. Some people are not as productive. And why? I mean, think about how many hours in a day you spend staring at a screen, watching TV, when you could have, you know, been out there hustling for your side job, been out there trying to market your small business, being out there handing out business cards, being out there just putting your name and communicating, being with friends and family. The other one is thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Again, remember, positivity is what we want. Right now, Jupiter is in Sagittarius. It will be in Sagittarius through April. And right now is the time for all of us to manifest at our highest potential. Now, if you think positively and you feel it very strongly, and it's at your core, it's at the root of you, it will happen. The universe is on your side. Your angels are on your side. Your higher self wants to see you succeed. All of us want to see you succeed. The end of the day, you have to ask yourself, do I want this goal, or am I committed to this goal? Someone who wants a goal, for instance, again, I'll use the $5,000 a month. Someone who wants $5,000 a month is the type of person who'll say, yeah, I want it, but I'm really not going to fight for it. I'm not really going to like push and hustle and grind and do what it takes to get it. Someone who is committed to making $5,000 knows that that's their purpose. Every single day when I wake up in the morning, I'm already planning it out. I'm already thinking to myself, what am I having to do? What steps do I have to make in order to make sure that I'm aware and awake, and when those opportunities come to me, I actually seize them rather than turning my cheek just because maybe it may not be the possibility of huge financial success that we're expecting all at once, but slowly by slowly, those pennies add up. It may take 100 pennies, but eventually it does equal up to $1. So just keep that in mind. But thank you so much, Miriam. That was a fun reading. Thank you. All right. Awesome, guys. This is fun. All right, who was next? I know after Miriam, I think I saw, if I'm not mistaken, Micah? Please let me know if I'm incorrect. I don't want to skip people in line. No, someone was asking about, but that might have been afterwards too. I saw someone ask about David, if David was going to communicate. Started with a Y. Micah Tucker, yes. I think it was me, but Micah can go first. Yes, please, heart. Yes, that's me. Okay, so you were talking about David, right? David communicating with you? All right. Alrighty, guys. Let's get started. So, who's going first? Micah or... Is my Donald coming also? So we have a David and we have a Donald, both with D's. Okay. David and Donald. David and Donald. Whew. Okay. Yes. Sitis. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered your name. I don't mean to. It's very pretty though. I like how it has that built-in yes. That's awesome. All right, so let's take a look and see Yesenia. Ooh, I like that, Yesenia. All right, Yesenia. Let's see. Will David be communicating to our lovely Yesenia? So do you guys have distance between one another is what I'm picking up? Communicating with Yesenia. David communicating with our Yesenia. Will David be communicating with Yesenia? Please tell us. Will David be communicating with Yesenia? Wow. Okay, David. Okay. So, it's almost like, ow. Interesting. Okay. Hi, Christina. Welcome to the party. Wow. Actually, looks like you brought the party with you, Christina. Wow. Okie dokes. Okay, I'm loving this energy. Are you guys excited for tomorrow for Thanksgiving? I know I'm super stoked. Been wanting to start a podcast for the longest time, but I don't know where to start, who to ask for help, or if it would be... Okay, can you type something else? Hola, Christina. Was that you typing that, Yesenia? Because I didn't see the name, the person who was talking about the podcast. David. Will David be presenting himself to Yesenia? Will he be communicating? Okay. Oh, that's nice. Yes, hello. Okay. Aw. This is really nice. I like this already. Okay, Yesenia. You've been watching from a distance. It was Shaka K. All right, Shaka K. We'll get to you. Don't worry. In your head about this person, Yesenia, like, it's almost like you can't breathe. I don't know if you're coming down with like a cold or if you just had something recently or if you're about to get something recently, but like you're finding it very difficult to breathe, not knowing anything from them. And so it's really intense for you. I mean, you're having trouble getting any sense of peace, any sense of rest. Like maybe if you go to bed at night, it's like one of those like sleepless nights where you're just like tossing around and you're just like seriously like unbelievably unable to get any sense of peace of mind. And a lot of your cards are coming up reversed, Asenya, which to me is saying you have had David on your mind a lot. It has been consuming a majority of your thoughts lately. And for them, coming up as the Knight of Wands, that's how you're envisioning him. You're envisioning him coming towards you with some kind of offer. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a super intense lovey-dovey offer, but just to have their presence back into your life on a semi-consistent basis. No one else I've been talking mentioned the tea to sleep. Yeah, definitely take some tea. Another thing too that helps with sleeping, any type of way that you're able to get natural melatonins in your body. Some people like pills. I personally, I don't know. It's really up to you. It's your body, what you want to do. But the other thing too is your health. Keep in mind that your health can also be a factor in you not being able to get proper sleep. So if you're allowing this to consume your mind as profoundly as I'm seeing, then that added stress is causing you to kind of cringe. Like, how are you supposed to rest, right? When you go to sleep, it's your time for your body to rest, but your brain never stops functioning. I mean, your brain is always going. That's why we dream, and that's our time for us to connect to our higher self. So if you're able to remember certain dreams, that's messages from your higher self in that unconscious state of mind, just trying to guide you towards certain pathways. So, but for you, you're so overwhelmed by stress that you physically are unable to rest, which is therefore causing a blockage for you to get those proper pills. I'm not a pill person. I've been finding myself more of a natural person. Yeah, so I'm the same way, Yesenia. See, this is why we're soul sisters. This is awesome. But yeah, so definitely for you, like, this is causing a lot of stress. And as much as you're trying to tell yourself, no, I'm cool, no, I'm good, I got this down pack, I'm the freaking 9 of Pentacles, look at me glow, look at me be awesome, look at me be shiny and shimmery, and probably to your family, you present this self, but internally, you're like so head over heels, like, into this person, David, and you're admiring him. You see him as this magnificent just ray of glory, and you crave that attention. You want this person, you want David to give you his time, his attention, and it's like, it's frustrating because, I mean, that he has you on his mind. When a person goes in stagnant mode, okay, remember that stagnation is also a decision, okay? So if someone doesn't say yes to you, doesn't say no to you, and they just say maybe, or they just go silent, that was also a decision. Like, silent mode and maybes for me are like true indications that this person has you on their mind. So for me, what I'm seeing with them is what they're focused on is their money. Yes, I'm in my family, so I totally missed what you just said, honey. I'm sorry. This person's all about their money at the moment. They're all about making it rain. And that's what they're invoking their emotion into. That's what they're trying to focus on, is being stable financially speaking. It's almost like for them, they don't like ever having to be burdened to ask someone for a favor or ask someone for help in any way or form. So this is more of like a very strong-willed person. they refuse to ask for help, even if it's at their very own cost. Like, even if they absolutely need help, they're refusing to ask of help. And in this particular situation, the help that they could be asking for, you know, I have to stay strong for all of my family. I have to feel responsible. Yes, yes. So yeah, definitely. I mean, you have that responsibility on your shoulders, and it is quite burdening for you, because you're having to be that source of strength for everyone in your family, right? You're having to be that strength card for them. You're having to be the person that they can come to. You're the shoulder for them to cry on, and then the one person that you would love to be there so that you can talk to and let out all of your emotions and kind of be your shoulder to cry on is going full on hermit mode and walking away and ignoring you, ignoring these offers, ignoring, almost like they just kind of vanish out of thin air. And it's weird because for them, they do feel your burden. They do feel that, because it's almost like, the best way I can explain it is like when we walk into a room and someone's just recently had an argument, right? You can feel the intensity in the air. You walk into the room and then all of a sudden you like, they talk to you, like, hey, how are you doing? You just kind of snap back like, oh, I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm fine. You know? And you're just like, wait a second. Why am I upset right now? Why am I angry? I have no reason to be upset. Yes, it's not that you're upset. It's that the energy in the room was filled with that emotion, that when you walked in, you felt it, and then you started to embody it. So that's what I'm getting with him is, you're so burdened over here, Yesenia, that as much as he is trying to manifest money, and he's trying to focus on his pentacles and focus on making it rain, focus on just being stable within himself, he's unable to let go of you from his past. He's unable to stop thinking about extending out to you. He is thinking about reaching out to you. He is thinking about talking to you. But I'll be honest with you, the reason he's thinking about talking to you is because he thinks that if he communicates to you, then he'll be able to use you as a shoulder to cry on, to release all his burdens, so that he doesn't have to be stuck in his head anymore. And that's the energy that he's picking off from you. You're so burdened by not speaking to him that he's picking it up as, I need to release my own burdens to someone. And who comes to mind? The one person who has always been able to open up to me, the one person who has always extended lovingly towards me, the one person who, as much as I had so much crap to dump on their shoulders, they still talked to me, they still came back to me, they were still in my energy field. You have embodied this unconditional love for this person. So just be weary of that, because again, the card that came right in between these two was this: you are the best thing to ever. So basically, here, drink cup, right? You have given to them so unconditionally that they're starting to wake up to that realization. And because you have given unto them so fruitfully, so almost like a mom, like so maternally towards them, and have been that source of strength for them, they acknowledge that they can come to you for anything, that you won't ever judge them, that you will take what they say and you'll take it in a positive manner, that you have always been there. You have always been there for them. And come to that realization over here. Two of Swords reversed. You were Two of Swords reversed. Both of you have been in your head about this. Both of you have been a little blinded through this seesaw journey with one another. So for that, this person, if they don't have full control of the situation, they feel uncomfortable, and that's why they kind of go within themselves, because they need to have full control of the situation in order for them to be able to feel, you know, communicative, in order for them to be able to be open to emotions. So for you, you don't. Like, for you, like, when you feel something, you feel it deep, you feel it strong, you feel it within, and that's what drives you, is the emotion. So with them, I'm seeing Lovers reverse followed by, again, the Star card, and they are starting to realize, you know what, a while back I made a wish. I wanted to have fulfillment. I wanted my happily ever after. I wanted this. I wanted my son. I want this. I want happiness. I want completion. I don't want to be burdened by my misery and my negativity anymore. I want to be able to rejoice in love. I want to be able to extend in love. And the first person that's coming to their mind to be able to extend to, who else than the one person who has always resonated with them, who has always been there for them, who has never judged unfairly, and who has always given them the without a shadow of a doubt, trusted them. So they trust you. I do see that they're going to reach out to you. Now, what could be another reason why you're not being able to sleep well at night, Yesenia? Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So yes, what you need to do is watch out what you're eating. Remember that food is energy. It is what, powers us throughout the day and allows us to embody who we want to be and do what it is that we want to do throughout our day. So if what you're putting into your body is not the greatest of substance, you're going to feel sluggish. You're not going to be fully in your power, which again, one of the best ways to get full in your power is to resonate with your higher self, which you do when you sleep. You're not able to be in your power because you're not able to get that full night's rest. So watch what you're eating. Start eating a little bit cleaner, healthier, maybe a little less greasy, is what I'm picking up. Something with less cholesterol. Went back to American fast food diet, going back to my regular diet. Yeah, there you go. Cholesterol. What comes with cholesterol? Fast food. It does say also, watch out, shit's about to get ugly. It does say you're being shady. Now, this came up right underneath their cards. So, again, they want to be with you. They want to manifest this with you because they do see you as the option for happiness. The only problem here is that they're unable to dig deep within themselves. Remember, if they're not fully in control of a situation, they are not comfortable. They're uncomfortable in situations that they don't have full control of. So that's why work is easy for them to dive into. That's why school is easy for them to dive into, because it's something that they can physically, set a goal, see it in action, and watch it manifest with every day's work. Whereas love, relationships, it's emotional, right? And we as humans, we have a huge spectrum of emotions. And one minute we can be happy, another minute we can be sad, another minute, just miscommunication can happen. And I can sit here and say, well, good job, dumbass or whatever to someone, and it can be like an insult to them. Or I can be like, ha 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 ha, good job there, dumbass, and it could be like a funny joke between us two. But that's something that makes him uncomfortable because it's not set in stone. It's not like when your boss comes up to you and says, well, we need to close up by 4 p.m. today, so I need you to have, A, B, C, and D done. And if you don't have A, B, C, and D done, then we're going to be here until it's finished. You know, that's something that's on paper. That's something that's set in stone. You know, he knows that he has to get all of this done before 4, or else he's not going home at 4. So that's the kind of mindset that I'm picking up from him, his energy. Now, that's what I'm getting by him being shady. You know, watch out, shit could get ugly, meaning he needs to dive deep into his emotions and acknowledge for himself that this is the reality of things. He does feel strongly for you. He does want to reach out for you and then take action to do so. So if he's able to be strong enough and not let his emotions scare him, he will reach out. I don't see anything really like being in the way of him reaching out at the moment, so I think that it's going to be a pretty clear, concise thing. When exactly it'll happen, I am seeing a lot of, let me see. I say within the next 2 weeks, he's going to reach out to you. Alrighty. Who was next? You are so very welcome, Yesenia. Thank you so much for asking. Micah was next, correct? And I'm going to just say this right now, guys. Micah's going to be the last today. However, I am going to do this again tomorrow. And I'll probably do it a little earlier, so I'll let you guys know already. Sunny, yes, you can ask me a question. What is up, Sunny? Micah, you want to know about Donald. What is going on for Micah and Donald? Please tell us. Let's see. This message for Micah regarding Donald. I love your name, by the way. I had a coworker by the name of Micah, too. I hope I can catch you tomorrow. Yay! I hope so, too. If not, thank you. I hope I can catch you. The other thing, too, I did mention this in my earlier live stream when I was thanking you guys. I am now officially open for personal readings. Beforehand, if you did email me, I apologize. This is kind of my public apology, is these personal readings right now. So please be sure, I am also a squirt. Please be sure to email me if you would like a personal reading. I'm running a Thanksgiving special. It is $20, and I will answer your question. And if that means I get your answer in 10 minutes, if that means I get your answer in 15, 30, an hour, it doesn't matter. I will keep pulling as many cards as necessary. I'll use Oracle if necessary. I'll use Crystal. Crystals help a lot. Whatever it takes to basically get your answer. All right. So, to know if Richie has feelings for me. I like him. We are friends. I don't know if I should tell him. Richie. I have a brother, my half-brother. His name is Ricardo. And sometimes I call him Richie. So that made me smile. I know that doesn't answer your question, Sunny. I'm sorry. Vinny, thank you for asking. I actually am going to make Micah the last reading for today. However, I will be back tomorrow doing this first thing in the morning. And Micah, has this been an on and off relationship you've been having with Donald? Because I'm getting a lot of conflicting energies. And I would like to know if me and Adam are meant to be. I've been feeling confused with him. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse. Okay, thanks anyway, love. I'm sorry, Vinny. Yes, 5 years. Dang, girly. Woo! And he still doesn't realize you're amazing and the one for him? What up with that? Come on now. That's so crazy. All right, so what is the advice for Micah and Erica? We've been together almost 2 years. Hi, Erica. Hi, Capricorn love. Ay, ay, ay. I love these Oracle. Oh my gosh, this is officially my favorite Oracle deck ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the person who gifted me this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to bribe them to let me open my birthday present early because I knew they were giving me this and I wanted to use it for you guys. So, anyways, let's take a look. I'll go ahead and what I'll do is after I finish Micah's reading, just because I want to give her the respect and the undivided time and attention that I gave all the other readings. After I finish Micah's readings, before I shut down, I'll go through the live chats and just kind of quickly answer any questions that I see. Sunny, I didn't forget about you. I know you're talking about starting your own podcast. I did see Vinny too. You were asking me something. And then I did see also someone was asking me about their connection for 2 years and so on and so forth. I'll go through and read them and answer them as I can. All right, Micah, this is about you. All right. So Micah, in your current energy, what I'm seeing for you, you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles reverse, followed by the Emperor card reverse. So I've been getting a lot of Mars energy lately, guys. Aries has just been kind of popping in my readings lately. So what I'm seeing here is for you, Micah, I see you as very giving and devoting. I see them as very stubborn. I see them as very can be hot-tempered if buttons are pushed a certain way. He's an Aries. Okay, that makes sense. It did come up reversed, right? So obviously he's an Aries. Oh man. All right, so can be hot-tempered, can be very immature at times. But deep down, at the core of this person, they're a doll. They're a sweetheart. They're your ride and die. I mean, this person has encouraged you to blossom into the person that you are today. When you first met this person, you probably weren't at all a queen. You were a page, if not lower. I mean, what would be lower than a page? A baby. And this person came into your life and they transformed you, Micah. They saw the queen that was inside of you. All right? So because they saw this, anytime they talked to you, anytime you guys had like a special moment with one another, the reason it was so special, the reason why this person is different than any other relationship you've ever had in the past, and the reason why you seem to always kind of keep coming back to each other regardless of the obstacles that both of you had to face, because they've had their issues as well as you, is because what is it? They're your number one cheerleader. If you said to yourself, if when you met this person you said, I don't know, let's say something like, I want to learn how to swim because you don't know how to swim, just as an example. They said, yes, you're gonna be the best swimmer there is. You're gonna eventually learn how to swim so awesomely that you're gonna be teaching kids how to swim. And you'd sit there and you'd listen and you hear all of this and you'd accept it graciously and you'd be like, wow, this person's awesome. This person makes me feel good. This person, wow, like, whoa, like, where did you come from? And it's almost like no matter how bad things got in your way for you to become that swimmer or become whatever it is that you wanted, they always were able to turn it in a positive attitude for yourself. But here's the trigger. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this person. They're able to do that for you. But when it comes to them, they're not able to do that. They have really bad anxiety, is what I'm getting with them. They have bad anxiety, like bad. When it comes to when it comes to you, Micah, though, this person is all in, all out. Like if they were in the middle of a poker game and basically they're at the end of it and the person that they're playing poker against with is like, I am going all in, and the bet on the line is that, Micah won't become a swimmer. And he basically has to put all in, all of his chips, all of his time, all of his energy, all of his glory, saying that, yes, she will become a swimmer, whatever your goal in mind is. He puts all of his chips all in, no brainer, no questions asked. But if the same question were to change and be on him, there's no way he would have folded. He would have never even participated in the game in the first place. So Micah, not only did he help you find your own internal power, he also helped you find patience, which is something that really basically in a way is one of the lessons that you guys kind of had to learn from one another. You both had to teach each other patience. He would lose his temper and you would get irritated, and being the queen that you are, speak your truth, speak your power, be blunt, be honest in his face, like, you're not going to talk to me like that. No, it's not happening. And vice versa, if he were to make you upset, the same thing would happen. But for him, it's a lot easier for this person to kind of almost grovel at your feet and apologize, even if they didn't do anything wrong, even if potentially you were the person in the wrong at the moment, than it is for them to wake anxiety and actually be like nice to themselves, is basically what I'm picking up. That's really sad. That is pretty sad. So Judgment card reversed here, followed by the Three of Swords. So some type of deception occurred for you guys, because I am getting three twice, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and their energy directly underneath. So there was it doesn't have to be necessarily like cheating that was involved. It could very well so be cheating though that was involved. But it doesn't necessarily have to be cheating with like another person. It could just be cheating in time. And the reason I'm saying that is because in the Oracle, it's showing up as stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing on some cool shit. So what I'm picking up here is this ongoing, offgoing seesaw effect with you guys. The reason it never really seems to be stable and on a steadfast pace to, stability with one another is because both of you get into your heads too much. Both of you seem to get into this anxious mode of, well, when I want something, I want it now. I don't want to have to wait. So if what you want is like your dream wedding and to be in a dress and have this person walk up to you and, both of you speak your vows in front of all of your friends and loved ones, and that's what you want, you don't want to have to wait patiently, fight through all these burdens, fight through all these habits. You just want to already be there. You kind of just want to like wake up and already be living your happily ever after with them. You don't want to have to endure all of this because mentally in your mind you're like, I already know that we're meant to be together, so I don't understand why you're playing these games with me, Donald. Like, why do you have to be so seesaw with me? Why do you have to be, one day super sweet, super nice, and then the next minute like not be at all, like not at all be like not at all be that. And if he's not talking about it, then he's thinking about it. You said 5 years, right? Yeah, because I mean, look right here. He's holding on to a gift. He's holding on to a package, right? That's a package. That's an offer of love. But 3 isn't stable. He's not stable there for him. So for him, it's easier for him to hide his emotions than it is to actually put forth the work. So perhaps I'm picking up more of his energy because all of these did come up reversed. So if this is his energy, then Micah, if that's what it is, then basically that's what I'm picking up, is that he is too in his head about things. Like I don't know, it's almost like that little kid who like begs you for ice cream for breakfast, right? And you're sitting there and you're like, no, you're not getting ice cream for breakfast. You're not getting ice cream for breakfast. You have to have real food. Have some cereal, have some oatmeal, have whatever, but you're not getting ice cream. And they pestered you and they pestered you and pestered you. And then all of a sudden, you like finally you're about to lose it. And you're just like, fine, have some ice cream then. What kind of ice cream do you want? And you have two options in front of you. And I don't know, let's say you have chocolate and you have vanilla. And now this kid's like, I can have ice cream? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And they're so overwhelmed by the fact that they can have ice cream that they now can make a decision on which choice they want. They don't know if they want the vanilla. They don't know if they want the chocolate. They don't know if they even want ice cream at this point because they're so happy that they can have ice cream that now they're like scared to make a decision, because what if I pick vanilla and it just tastes awful? Or what if I get chocolate and like I regret it immediately? Like, can I have both? Can I have like both the happiness of getting ice cream for breakfast and not the guilt of having to decide which one? Like, that's almost what I'm getting with this person. Like, he knows in the back of his head that he has this emotion for you, and he has this offer of love that he can extend to you, but it's like he knows he can do that self out. He freaks himself out. He like starts to put these self-doubts in his mind, and it prevents him from moving forward. It's almost like, yeah, like for instance, like a goal in mind without a plan, it's just a dream. Okay, that's what it is. You're a dream to them, and they're your dream, and it's not manifesting because no one seems to be strong enough or courageous enough to make that first initial step. And even if that first initial step does happen, like if you were to reach out to them first, they would just kind of stare that offer in the face, right? Stare that offer in the face and feel outside of their power. They're in control. They're in control of their emotions. They're in control of their feelings for you. They can communicate with you. But the minute that dream starts to become a reality for themselves, said he was coming to talk to me last week and didn't show up. Yeah, he's psyching himself out. He's doing it to himself. This is the type of person who would sign up for, like, I don't know, like a wrestling tournament or like a boxing tournament, show up to it, and then not throw any punches. But even though they don't throw any punches, they don't give up. They'll take in all the punches that are being thrown at them, just like they absorb all of the negative thoughts that are coming through their brain. They take it in. They just kind of, they don't fall to the ground. They go through all 3 rounds, and they kind of leave it to the judges to decide that the other person wins because they didn't throw any punches. And even though they're probably sitting there with a bloody face and like all of these wounds now that they created for themselves because all they did was just stand there rather than defending themselves, that's what this person is doing. This person takes in, okay, his thoughts to his heart space, and it prevents him from manifesting appropriately because his thoughts and his emotions are not the same. They're not on the same level. They're not there. So even though he wants to be there, even though he wants to extend out like a proper king to you, he's unable to because he's not in his power. Emotionally speaking, he's there. He's with you. He sees it happening. He wants it to happen. He's manifesting it. But thought-wise, there's so much negativity. There's so much like negative fog that he's not able to see the proper vision. He's not able to see the clear picture. And Hierophant reverse, therefore, the commitment is not there. The relationship doesn't manifest because this person is not able to move past that. So what I'm seeing here, he needs to be more like a Leo. And the reason I say Leo is because Leos, when they manifest from their heart space. Their thoughts and their heart are one. So when they make a decision, they make the decision from their heart. So for this person, it's either their emotions win. So whatever's in their emotion, if that's stronger, if that's the emotion that's stronger, then that's what will manifest. So that's probably why they reached out to you a week ago and said, yeah, I want Leo. There you go. That's why you're able to so strongly know in your power and be strong in your power about how this is going to work out. You know that it's going to work out. They don't. They need that extra encouragement. Just like they were able to encourage you, Micah, now it's almost like the tables have turned and you now have to be that voice of encouragement for them. In a delicate way though, because it seems like even when you do extend out nicely towards them, it's hard for them to let go of that, the anxiety that still lingers. So again, what I'm seeing for them is time to let go, move the fuck on. They have to release that. They have to release that negativity that they're holding on to because it's not doing them any help. It's really just keeping them stagnant, keeping them away from manifesting what's really meant for them. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit around. All right, so basically, for you too, Micah, this could definitely work out. Just try not to let this take over too much, all right? Make sure that you acknowledge that it's going to happen when it's meant to happen, you know? Everyone wants love. Everyone wants that happy-go-lucky, everlasting, sunny ending with their significant other. But it's an ongoing cycle. It's an ongoing journey. Even when you're married with someone, it's still going to be ongoing. It's still going to be an obstacle that you guys are going to have to face, but you have to face it together. And right now, in order for you guys to even be in that commitment with one another, it's almost like a pre-test to what the future could hold for you guys. If you're able to be that guidance for them, like they were that guiding light for you. I know it's hard, girly. I'm sorry. And I know you feel very strongly for this person. Understand too that it's hard for them. It's just the way that they function. So it's almost like I would suggest you look up INFJ because that could be what this person is. It's one of actually I believe it is the rarest personality trait that there is. This person is the type to really just get overwhelmed in social environments and social situations because they can themselves be quite intuitive and empathetic for others. That they're that's what it is. They're constantly in this service mode, okay? This person was constantly serving you in the past. That's just how they're built. That's just their mentality. Their persona is like that. They're constantly in this service mode that for them to have to be, you know, in a sense, selfish to give themselves self-love, they don't like to do to that. They're used to, I have to give, not take. Someone's calling me, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. All right, so the last thing we have for you is too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Put the fucking phone down. So if this person is within driving distance, go talk to them. Just go talk to them. If they're not within driving distance, then talk to a friend, talk to a loved one. Spend time with your friends, spend time with your family. Especially with the holidays coming up. Make sure that you put yourself in a proper mind space, because the more you're able to put yourself at ease, the more that they'll resonate with that energy as well. They do have you on your mind, and you definitely have been having them on your mind, so your energies are You are sharing energies with each other. So that being said, if you start to get a little excited or anxious, they're going to pick up on that because they seem to be very, very empathetic and very sensitive to energies around them. So if you can keep yourself in a positive mindset and a positive energy, then that can help them get out of that anxious mindset that they've been stuck in for a while. Thank you so much, Micah. That was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I responded to him. My boyfriend is kind of crazy. Aren't all boyfriends kind of crazy? I mean, I think girlfriends can be kind of crazy too. Just saying. Not trying to be sexist. We all can be a little crazy. But that's the beauty of being human, right? All right, so I'm going to answer a few of these questions. You are so welcome, Micah. All right. Let me disconnect you. All right, so let's take a look. What did we have? Please forgive my messed up lipstick. Thank you so much, Norton, for the happy birthday wishes. That is awesome. Okay, yes. Okay, let me go all the way to the top and see what we can do. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so after Micah, we had Sunny. I know you said Sunny Jimenez. You asked me a question, and it was, I would like to know if Richie has feelings for me. I like him. We are friends. I don't know if I should tell him my feelings, please. Sunny, there's a song by NF. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's If You Want Love. I think you should look that up and listen to the lyrics because I think that that's definitely going to resonate with you. A little bit of it is like, if you want love, kinda have to give some away. If you want trust, something like that. I can't remember exactly the lyrics, but I think that's going to resonate with you and kind of give you the answer that you're looking for. My straightforward answer for that, without even pulling anything, is going to be yes. I am a huge benefactor for love. If you love someone, I don't ever think that it's a negative thing to tell them you love them, because even if they don't feel the same way in return, I mean, I really truly strongly believe that everyone can benefit from a little extra love. I had someone earlier comment on one of the other on one of my other videos saying that she felt as if she wasn't, you know, capable of feeling love or having love or embodying love. And, you know, there's different forms of love. There's self-love, you know, love of your work, love from the Sunshiner family that you're part of now. So definitely, for me, I don't see it as ever being a negative thing. Someone said, no, you have others you're answering first, but any advice for me and Kevin if we will get to a better place in our relationship? If not, I'll catch you next time. Christina, my nephew's name is Kevin. So, Christina and Kevin. One of you is a water sign. I know that. Strong, intense emotion. A better place in your relationship. I think that for you, you know what? Both of you cuspers. Okay, that's awesome. I definitely think you guys will definitely get in a better place of your relationship. I'm not sure if it's exactly going to be romance-wise, like you're hoping, but I do see you guys getting into a better heart space with one another, more consistent, or at least consistent in the language in which you guys use with one another. Now, I am a strong believer that I do think that Cusper should be with other Cuspers, just because then both of you can resonate better with each other when it comes to those highs and lows of that come with the emotions of basically embodying two different traits and aspects of two different zodiac signs. However, I don't want to say yes or no just because I don't have any cards pulled. I'm just basically speaking from crystal intuition. My crystal intuition is saying that either you or them have kind of already said in the past that they wanted to be more in that friendly stage with one another. So that's why I'm saying I don't think that it may manifest in the way that you're hoping, like romantic wise, but relationship wise, period. Like in a friendship love, I do think that you guys are going to get a much better heart space. All right. Dakin full. I've been skipped over. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you put your question in again? I'm trying to go through all of these, but blah 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 blah. I've been feeling like leaving lately, but confused with my emotions and unsure of things. Capricorn love. Let me see if I can find your earlier thing. I'm Erica. We've been together almost 2 years. Hi, Erica. Would like to know if me and Aiden are meant to be. I've been feeling confused with him. Okay, so it's been 2 years. You've been feeling confused. Feel like you need to leave. Okay. I'm getting like there's some kind of karmic justice that needs to be balanced out for you, Erica, and that's why you haven't been feeling strong in your power to leave. Like, you've been contemplating this for a while. This isn't the first time you thought about leaving, but there's some lessons still left to learn in this relationship, and that's why you've been unable to be strong enough to walk away. So I'm Gemini, he's Aquarius. I mean, if you want to leave. Definitely go for it. I mean, you have your reasons for leaving, so long as they're just, you know. What do I mean by that? Basically, like, don't leave a good man or woman behind simply because there's one thing that they do that irritates you that they won't change, like an annoying habit. But do leave if they are at all in any way or form possessive or abusive or vulgar towards you. So if you are feeling scared of being with them, then please walk away. And if fear is what has been keeping you with this person, then acknowledge the trauma behind the fear, because it has something to do with your past. Yeah. Let me see. In the past, he wanted a relationship and I didn't, and now that he got over me, I want a relationship with him. He says he's trying but scared of being hurt again. It's a mess, thank you. He's a good man, sort of, but in the past, he's cheated multiple times, and sometimes I tell him I don't want to do something, and he ignores me. Yeah. That's that karmic lesson there you gotta learn. There's something, that you have not been able to fully come to terms with yet when it comes to cheating. Almost like, to put it quite blankly for you. It's almost like you feel like it's easier to forgive and forget than it is to say goodbye to him completely. You know what I mean? So like, it's almost like, in a way, you'll tolerate the cheating aspects of him because you know they're there, you know that he's capable of doing it, and you're still contemplating a relationship with him. You're willing to basically turn the cheek and look the other way at it, and not look at his past habits because that emotional pull is so strong. Now, I will say this. Now, if this was like, if this is, I always say this, if it's a twin flame, then don't feel guilty about cheating. If you're married or in a relationship with someone else, and I know I'll probably get on this, and the only reason I say this is because twin flame is literally your other soul half. You were designed to be irresistible to one another. If it is a romantic twin flame, sometimes you can have twin flames with like your parents, with your kids. It's a whole mess of things, and I'll probably do twin flame video here. But growing up, my parents were abusive and cheating one another. I do feel that way. I cheated before, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it happens. I get it. I mean, I've been a cheater in the past. I'll be the first one to admit it. I've been with people who have cheated on me. I mean, it's all part of our love journey. It's all part of learning and growing and you know, adapting. So yeah, that's that cycle there. That cycle is gonna keep continuing until you learn your lesson. So just really try to go deep down and to the root of, you know, growing up with, you know, a mom who cheated on your dad, for instance, and watching that and seeing your dad kind of be okay with it, kind of be submissive to the cheating, turning the other cheek. You picked up on that habit, and now you believe that if you were to be in a relationship with someone and they were to do that, then you would almost have to be forced to turn the other cheek on it. Likewise, they would have to turn their cheek because they're not innocent themselves. They've cheated as well. So it's this ongoing cycle that's not going to ever stop unless you choose it to. And the way you choose it to is you got to learn your lessons. It happens. We all make mistakes. If you want to consider mistakes, some people don't consider mistakes. Some people like enjoy it. I mean, I'm no one to judge another just because they do things differently than me, you know? So, anyways, let's take a look at another question. OMG, parents and kids. Yes, I know, right? Parents and kids. All right. Okay, I'm gonna grab my speaker and it's on a stand because it's wobbly if I'm holding it. All right. Let's take a look. Someone else said something. Blah 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 blah. It's not a wish, it's an instruction. You're the best one. Aye, Captain. That's my god. Someone else had a question. Vinny, are you on here still? I know you were trying to ask me a question and I like totally overstepped it. I'm so sorry. Bridget or Brigitte, however you say your name, I love it. Guess what? My middle name is Brigitte. It's spelled almost identically to yours, except my mom thought that she was going to be fancy and put an extra G in there. I don't know why, but yeah. Let's see. Guys, y'all don't even know. I am so excited for tomorrow. Who's after my good chat? All right, Vinny, I know your question's in here somewhere. It's gotta be in here somewhere. I'm digging through this. Okay. Alrighty. Again. I'm sorry, Darking Dark. I'm sorry. Alright. Ask away. I will answer your question right now. No hesitation. Does the Taurus male really want to be with me, Scorpio? Ah, okay. So we're dealing with the Taurus and a Scorpio. All right, all right. I get it. I see it. Scorpio, unsure of Taurus male. Okay. Good morning, Isabel. Welcome to the party. Actually, it was difficult for me to spell my name as a child. Funny story. I'll get back to you with that, Brigitte. All right, so, Taurus male, and you're a Scorpio. That's an interesting combination here because you got that earth energy from Taurus, right? And they're all about the routines, like, and sleep. They love to sleep. But Tauruses are awesome because Tauruses always manage to find a way for themselves to be set in stone when it comes to their wealth, when it comes to their finances. They always find that residual income. So whether that's they become a landlord, like they buy a house, they rent it out, and then they still like, yeah, you got a moon in Taurus, so you totally get it. Yeah, so I mean, like, and you being a Scorpio, you guys together could make like endless opportunities. You would have the earth energy there. You would have the water energy from the Scorpio side. And here's the thing that you have to understand about Scorpio. Scorpio has it's a multi-dimensional zodiac sign because it has an ancient ruler and it has a modern ruler. The ancient ruler is Mars, right? That's where they get that aggression in their voice. That's where they get that self-protection. And their modern ruler is Pluto, which is all about regeneration, transformation, blah, blah, blah. So, in a sense, that's why Scorpios were so able, unlike other water signs, we're able to move back. We're able to move forward in life, even when shit hits the fan, quicker than other water signs to kind of linger in their emotions, because we do have that Mars energy that kind of helps speed things along. So, I mean, with that, really, if you're having issues with the Taurus, you guys have so much in common in a way that could be a thing. Like, that could be, like, it's almost like it's too familiar or it's too similar for them, or for you, I should say. No. It's just with a Taurus male. Are you scared that they're cheating on you? Or that there's some type of, like, infidelity? Like, some type of third party in the situation, and that's why it hasn't fully come to fruition for you? So I know we were just recently talking about that, and for whatever reason, it's, like, lingering in my head that you guys aren't just talking to one another. Or that could be it. You're so similar to one another that you almost want to, like, self-manipulate the situation in that you start to think about past relationships. It's with someone and I'm too. Oh, okay. So you guys are both involved with other people, but okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys are... Damn. We do this a lot to each other, guys. This happens a lot. I know I've done it. Fuck. I apologize, guys. I'm going to pick one card out for Darking Soul because this is itching me. And I just can't get a clear message. So I'm just going to pull out one oracle deck for you, and then I'm calling it a day. And then tomorrow we'll continue. Oh, man. All right, Darking. You're with a Virgo. Are they with the water sign? No. An air sign. Air sign? Could just be because I'm not able to communicate properly. Mercury is retrograde Sagittarius, so for me to get any kind of message out has been a little rough lately. I don't think so. Okay, so here's what came out for you. We got... Get after that shit. The world has your back. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. That little voice inside of you, listen to it. You've got a feeling that you just can't shake. It's time to detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit around. Okay, you've been thinking about leaving your Virgo? Listen to that voice inside you. Get after the person that it is that you've been wanting. Go after the Taurus. The universe is on your side. Guess what? The world has your back. Don't let your issues fuck it up. I know it's going to be sad. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's never easy saying goodbye to someone, breaking up with someone. It's never fucking easy. But the minute you let go, guess what? Some good shit's about to happen. You're going to find your happy reunion. You're going to have your happy family card, your 10 of Cups. It can happen. It can manifest. But you got to take that first step. You got to take the initiation. You gotta say bye to that Virgo. So it's not doing you any good. In for 25 years. Ouch. At the end of the day, you'd be... If this is a person you're truly not supposed to be with, you'd be doing them a justice, because then you'd be releasing them to find the person they are supposed to be with. Just like by releasing them, you're able to take that initiative to be with your person, the one that you have been wanting. Now, be smart. Be smart about it. I mean, 25 years, you've grown together. You've built a life. If it's difficult, and if it's at that point where you just kind of can't wait anymore, the time has come. Let me see what was after this. So difficult, I love him, but right underneath all of this, it says you're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. You gotta make a decision for yourself. And it seems like you already made one. You just need a confirmation. If you're looking for a sign, this was it. Whatever it is that you choose, you know, you'll have my support all the way. All the way. Alrighty, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for joining for me, guys. I will be back here tomorrow morning. I'd say around 9ish in the morning. Yeah, I'll probably aim for like between 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning. I'll get a little bit more exact with it and have it ready for you guys. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I love you guys. Make sure that you stay the everlastingly sunny, amazing people that you are. Happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving if you are in the US of A. If you're not in the United States of America and you are somewhere else in the world, please take me with you. Just take me with you, please. Come on. You know you want to. Anyways, I love you guys. Be sure to spread that sunshine that you have within you. Spread a little bit because a little goes a long way. Until we meet again. Adios.